Convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby to make the line. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two. I faded out of four.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food, clothes, and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the...
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the penultimate...
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now, 52 blasters. Blue striker. Six, mega.
Throwing to start here is Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Our game here, the first of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucs and Cards from Glendale.
And cycle. Ready?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you start a drive.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Dolphins. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They go back to the ground with Jones. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Brandon. Move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon there to make the grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Green gas. Yellow. Ready.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks him. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Okay, ready?
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Here's a give to Jones running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Emmanuel Ogbah, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 3rd and very short, I guess I'm a little surprised they tried to pop that to the outside.
They must have felt like there was just no space to run the ball inside and decided to go wide and hope that you can just find a crack, find a crease, put your foot in the ground, and get upfield. Unable to get it done.
They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a couple of the lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
It's a run with Mostert. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. And it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Play action, now it's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready?
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down. Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Second down and goal. Rodgers under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Melvin Ingram just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Rodgers to throw. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this way.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, good to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we don't ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.
I just scraped it off the top, got it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but I missed a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I'm painted like a fool. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad and bad. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
I need somebody to hold me. Some done woke